In this video today, I'm going to show you how to make quick, renewable, easy to harvest resources such as sugarcane, trees, and wheat. First one I'm going to do is sugarcane. Now it's next to the jetty markets. I've already put the signs and stuff. So sugarcane island this way. I've already laid out a path for us, so you didn't have to watch me do that. And I've done the base of the island. So then we've got these. So yeah, sugarcane can only be planted on dirt or grass tiles. So I've already laid out some dirt. Now what you want to do is you need to set out rows. And I want to do it rows of 10. I've got space for 13. So I'll do it 13 times 10. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just like that. And then leave one gap so that there's plenty of water to it. And you go again. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. So basically, Ryan's favourite term, basically, I'm just going to do that for all of it, and then I'll show you the next step. So I've gone ahead and finished doing the rows of dirt. So I've got a bit of slow down there. Okay, so you've got 13 rows of 10 of them. So a total of 130. Now I've only got 36 sugarcane on me, so I can't plant 130 at the moment. But the good thing about this is you end up with more than what you started off with, plus enough to replant it. So it's basically, like I said, renewable source. So then what you do is just right click to place it. So you just go along. And there you go. So that's 10 planted. So just, oops, you can plant them too high, and then you can leave them for a while. I'm not entirely sure how long, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure they used to, at least when I blasted this, go up to 3 high. So for every one you plant, you get 3 back eventually, or if you're in a hurry, you can harvest them at 2. So we'll let that sit for a while, and then we'll show you it growing, and then harvesting and replanting. So while I waited for the sugar cane to grow, I just laid the torches out, as I always do in all my parts. And as you can see, I've been waiting approximately 7 minutes now, and we got our first couple shooting up to 3 high, and all the others are at 2. So it took about 5 minutes for all of them to get to 2. There's a couple left at 1, but basically all of them were at 2 after 5 minutes. So 5 minutes onwards is when it gets to 3. Then basically, to harvest it, you just hit the bottom one and then knock the top 2 off as well. So you can just go along, and as you're doing this, you'll notice, if you want to replant it, you can just knock off the top one, which will be quicker, because I am going to replant it. So just knock off the top ones, and then you get a whole load more. Those ones will grow again. It's always good to check down here, because sometimes they fall down to the bottom of the ocean. Then, so I've got another 48. So, oops, hit 2 then. So like I said, I've got 10 rows of 13, which give me 130. Now times that by 3 high will be 390, so when it's fully grown, I will have 390 sugar canes ready to be harvested all at once. So yeah, and then you just replant it. Like I said, you can just harvest the top 1 or 2. That way you don't have to replant it, and you can keep growing it. And so I'll just continue to wait, and I'll replant all of it until I got the full 130, Shouldn't take too long at this rate, and then we'll go from there. So I now have a finished sugarcane plantation, and it's already regrowing, and I've already got one full stack plus 54, so it doesn't take long to add up at all, so that's excellent. It's one important thing I forgot to mention. It is a pretty good idea to have dirt along the side here and down the middle, so like one layer lower than the plantation, so that you can walk between them, as when you're harvesting and you're running along, quite often you won't get all of it and it will fall to the side, and otherwise it will get lost under the ocean. At least this way, if it does fall down there, all you have to do is walk down there and you'll pick it up. But besides that, that is how to do renewable, quick and easy to harvest sugarcane. Next I will show you, once I find a suitable location, a plantation for wood harvesting. The sun's just come back up, so while it's daylight I'll show you what I've done. I've found the location of where I want to do my forest plantation for the wood, and as you can see I've already dug out some of this. Hopefully you'll be able to find somewhere that is a lot flatter than what I have, because mine was all hilly, full of trees, but I didn't want to build it too far away from the bridge and the jetty, and I'm building it towards where my city's going to be, so this was the ideal spot for it. Basically you need it a lot bigger than the other, like for the sugarcane, as trees obviously take a lot more space. So yeah, the first step, find the location. Second step, clear out, level this location. And then the third step is you need to make sure that all the ground tiles or blocks are made out of dirt, as you can only plant trees on dirt, except for when you put path in. Obviously you can use cobblestone, wood, planks, dirt, whatever it is you want to use for your paths. I recommend wooden planks, as I've already said, for the steps. Otherwise stone is a good choice as well. And so I think last time I made one I did it the 4 blocks between each tree, but I found that wasn't maybe quite big enough, so I reckon maybe go 5 blocks per tree. So just say you want 1 row of 5, or just say 2 rows of 5 trees, so 10 trees. It's already gonna, well, you need what? So you need 5, 10, 15, 25, so 50 blocks that way or that way, just to do 10 trees. So that's why you need a large space. So I'll go off and do this boring bit and continue digging up all this, probably out to about here I reckon, and dig all of that out, level it all out, and then start showing you how I do the actual planting. As you can see, I've finished clearing out the plantation site, which took a long time. It started raining just as I was finishing, and I don't like recording in the rain because it's a lot of background noise, so it's all the boring stuff. I've done all the fences except for the back one, so I just want to double check the length. As you can tell, it is quite a large area. I've planted 1 row of trees already, as you can see, just in the time I've been doing this. Another tree has grown. So, as far as the path goes, it's pretty similar to how we've always done paths. So there's a wooden planks again. So we just go on, and it's almost night time again. So again, I'll step up on there. Now, like I said, I've got 5 tiles between each tree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the tree. And between the tree and the path is 1, 2, 3, 4. So then again, I'll do that this side. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4 away from the there. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that the same? No, that's the same there. So we'll plant one there, and then go 1. Stupid pig. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So there. That's the same as that one. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, and then the next one. And then, yeah. So you basically do that the whole way across. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus a bit more. First I've got, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be alright. So it needs to come across one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that little stuff up may affect these last trees, but usually the gap between the fence and the trees isn't too bad. I just find if you have the trees too close, they grow into each other and it makes it harder to harvest the wood because they grow into those big giant trees, like those ones up there. So now I shall go and continue finishing the path and planting all the trees, and then I'll show you, hopefully the trees won't take too long to grow, and then I can show you exactly how much easier it is to harvest wood this way.